Hello listeners and welcome back. Today I am joined with my brother and we are going to be discussing and breaking down our introduction, story, and watch order of the Breaking Bad universe. Let's jump straight in.
So it all started when my mate ended up telling me about this show that he was watching, and I got intrigued, so obviously I asked him about it, and he said he didn't want to spoil too much for me because it was a really good show and he highly recommended it to me. So I ended up completely ignoring him for a while and not doing it. We'll say probably about like 2 weeks later or so, over the span of the 2 weeks, I kept getting all these Breaking Bad posts in my feed. So I ended up getting a little bit more intrigued about it, and then I heard about what the actual story was about, and basically how my mate summed it up was it's about a teacher that turns into a meth dealer and gets one of his students to help him basically distribute it. And just by hearing that, I thought it was a really cool or an interesting concept to, use as a show. So after seeing a couple of key plot points and spoilers, specifically Hank's death, and I think it was Walter's ending, and there was also something about Jesse being kidnapped, it really intrigued me to want to actually see the show after the few small things that I heard about it from my mate. So that's when I got my sister into the story, and she ended up looking for all of the DVDs and stuff for us.
So I'm a big DVD advocate, so when he told me about the show, I went looking for it in DVDs and ended up collecting the first 4 seasons, thinking that that was the entirety of the show. From there, we went on to watch it all the way till season 4, when Hank finds the book in the bathroom and confirms that Walter is Heisenberg. This is where we genuinely thought the show ended. We thought that that was the end of Breaking Bad.
And then we ended up watching Jesse's movie, which just confused us even more, because we had just finished the show on a very strange cliffhanger to watch a movie that didn't add up to the ending of the show. So I personally went back and checked out some of my video clips that I seen that spoiled, Hank's death and stuff. And it said Better Call Saul on the clip. So I thought, all this other stuff that actually wraps up and finishes the series is on this other spin-off series called Better Call Saul.
Now that we were convinced that everything that we had been waiting for was in Better Call Saul, that's when I looked into the show and ended up collecting all 6 seasons, Better Call Saul, expecting to see Hank's death and Jesse's kidnapping. That never happened. So we went through the whole of Better Call Saul expecting to see key moments of Breaking Bad, expecting to see these scenes occur, and none of it ever happened. Now that's just left us even more and more confused and baffled about where these scenes actually took place. We thought we'd watched all of Breaking Bad. We thought we watched Better Call Saul. We'd seen the movie. So we're where do these scenes finally take place? What is going on? So I had to look back, and because I ended up buying the DVDs when I was first looking into Breaking Bad, they ended up naming the 5th season a completely different name. Most of the earlier seasons were just called Breaking Bad season 1, 2, whatever. Whereas with the final season, they actually named it Remember My Name. So it was under a completely different category. So I didn't even know that it even existed. So it wasn't until we ended up watching all of season 4, all of Breaking Bad, all of Better Call Saul, Jesse's movie, to really question where these scenes took place. And that's when I did the extra research to uncover the 5th season of Breaking Bad.
When we finally found season 5 of Breaking Bad, we binged the final few episodes where everything we were waiting for took place and finally got the much needed conclusion that has been building the whole show.
Now that we have truly and fully finished the entirety of the Breaking Bad universe, we rewatched Jesse's movie to finally understand and tie off the story. But yeah, that's just our crazy watch story of the Breaking Bad universe. Let me know what you thought of our story. Do any of you also have a crazy story when it comes to watching Breaking Bad? What are some of your thoughts about the Breaking Bad universe? And let me know if there are any more Breaking Bad videos you want me to do next.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.